everyone. I'm Michelangelo Blue. Where are we? We're on episode 507. I'm just continuing. But this is a new date. So we are making progress by 3 days. Now we're on Sunday, October 3rd, 2021. 3 hours and 20 minutes into the 8-hour pilgrimage. And today, when I'm reading this, is April 18, if I'm remembering correctly, 2024. Still about over 2.5 years. First benchmark, we're going to catch up and be at 2.5 years soon, I hope, as long as I keep reading. New day, and I wrote to Blue God. I was going to go out last night, but it rained, and now again tonight, rain. I love it when it rains because of what you told me upon arriving to this beautiful land. I really feel now that when it rains, blessings are showering down upon me. It's what makes this land so fertile and so full of vital life force. I feel it for myself. I feel it all around me. I am grateful. And then when I made the realization that when it rains, there are more mushrooms, then I realized that the rain is even more magical. I'm grateful. I am so grateful for what is emerging. There really are more people seemingly out of the blue approaching me with business opportunities, just like you have predicted. What's interesting here again is it's amazing because now it's happening again in my life. But this stopped for two. This old me here doesn't know that it's all going to go on frickin' pause, because here I had started again just for maybe 2 or 3 weeks. I was ready. I was settled. So I started putting myself out there, not live, but in a little group. We were about 30 people that showed up, and we were doing a potluck that was going to be weekly, because it was for a couple of weeks. I bought 30 freaking plates, where nobody does that here, but I was new and I was a little bit unjungleified yet. We just eat out of our freaking hands here and nobody gives a crap. But I had bought literally 13 bowls and spoons, not to get plastic, because I was in it for the long haul. And I still am. And so yes, everything was opening up in a special vibration that soon, this is going to crack. Because obviously it's my life, and you don't know that. But soon this is going to crack. This dream is going to take a quantum leap, but this timeline is going to crack. And this stopped the business opportunities because I went on a different mode for the last 2.5 years. I went on freaking like securing the base mode. And now I'm again, coincidence would be too freaky because there are too many. As I'm reading these words, because I could have gone a lot faster. I could have been reading this a year ago. I could have been reading this 2 weeks ago. But literally now I'm very close to switching again. And now this energy is reemerging. So that's pretty freaky because the entire time since I wrote this was happening. It stopped. And 2.5 years later, when I'm reading it, it's reemerged because I'm back on this timeline almost. So let's see if we can speed up timelines, because that is what Blue God says that we can also do. And I believe it because I've witnessed it. And at this point, I'm going to take all the grace that I can. So I'm going to keep believing it. I am grateful. And then when I made the realization that it also rains, it also mushrooms, I realized how magical, even more magical. I am grateful. I am so grateful for what is emerging. More people seemingly out of the blue approaching me with business opportunities, just like you have predicted. I have never experienced this before. And now that it is starting to happen, it feels normal, like the way it should have always been. I'm still at the beginning stages, very beginning. I can feel it, and I trust. I trust so much more will come. I trust because I love you. And the answer I got is, I know you do. and yet you can still love more deeply, more intensely, more completely, and with more brilliance. You will see the next phase will be more brilliant. Now that is freaky, again, because I didn't know what the next phase was here. You know, I thought the next phase is I'm going to continue with the meditation, it's all going to open up, and it's all. I didn't know the next phase is going to be crack, slash your head, like completely to the core. Let's start back. But absolutely, and I would have known this a couple of months into it, imagine now, 2.5 months later, the next phase will be more brilliant. This is infinitely more brilliant than what I had going on there. And that was amazing. That's all I knew in that moment. But this is absolutely more brilliant. This is the first time you are hearing this. Before not too long, you will get to know exactly what I mean. You will shine. Those around you will shine, and together you will bring shiny and blue, shiny and blue. You will see, and you will love it. Do not be afraid to be sad sometimes. So let's back up here. Interesting. The next phase will be more brilliant. I resonate up to that. Now, this is the first time you're hearing this. And like I said, this actually stopped. So I stopped hearing this. Now it's as though these words are for me right now, up until this next phase will be more brilliant. Wait a minute. That one was. So now this next phase coming up will be more brilliant. I know the next phase coming up. I don't know exactly how it will be, but I know it will be exponentially more brilliant. And in video 500, I've already revealed that I've suppressed it. And so right now, I'm not revealing, but next phase is going to be infinitely more brilliant. Now, this is the first. Before not so long, you will get to know exactly what I mean. I hope to really get to know what that means. And it says, you will shine, those around you will shine, shiny blue. That I don't resonate with, because I'm still here private, and you will shine for me has the energy of that I will be more visibly public, and where I can express myself more freely publicly, and that I have not yet experienced. So that is an interesting message that I had there, and then I stopped that timeline, and I'm hearing it now, but I do resonate with it, and you will love it. I know I will. I know I will. Do not be afraid to be sad sometimes. Not sure how all of a sudden it switches into that, but let's see in video 508 if Blue God's going to say more about that, because that's advice for me right now, and that's advice for you right now. Om I am you, your me namaha.